Alrighty, so I hope you guys are having a good night tonight. Let me turn my audio just a little bit because it seems to be peaking a little bit. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll do here, do this, okay, just a little bit. I'm down to three. Cool, just like that. Um, so yeah, let me go ahead and minimize this. I'm gonna go ahead and check the stream and make sure it's running. Uh, that's the first thing we gotta do. Oh, moderation window, nice. Um, let me go to video, not studio. We can just go to my actual channel. That's fine. But yeah, tonight I think I'm gonna work on a few different things. I'll show you, starting one thing at a time. We'll go to the one thing to the next. I think one of the things I want to get some done tonight is cinnamon mobile, and the reason for that has a lot to do with. Oh my God, it's freaking out on you guys, isn't it? Yeah, why is it doing that? Oh my God, you're gonna have freaking seizures looking at that. Let me like, that's doing it for me too now. Why? Why? Why is it doing that? Okay, let me see what I can do. Oh, cancel. Okay, so we're gonna go and delete those. We're gonna find another way of doing this. Um, it's like, I mean, I guess that's the only way I can do it. If I have to do some form of display capture, I don't know what else to do. Yeah, because it's doing my thing. Why is it doing that though? I wonder. Like it's plugged directly into the monitor, so I'm a little confused. But let's see if window capture works okay. I'm curious. So we can go to code. Let it open up. We'll go OBS. We'll do. We'll remove this one. And then we'll go ahead and add a window capture here. We'll go ahead and have a poly. And then we'll select the, what's it called? Oh my gosh, come on. Where you at? Where are you at? Not OBS, code. Cool, whatever. There we go. That seems to be acceptable. Why is this fine, but not the other? What? That's funny. That's actually hilarious. Um, anyway, I'm gonna turn myself up a little bit because I'm listening to myself, right? And this is kind of not loud enough. And my filters. It's gonna say I'm peaking, but I don't really care. Um, let's see. Make sure my audio is over. Oh, helps if yeah. Okay, now we're adjusting it again until I didn't have it all the way up. When I do that, okay. Am I still blowing booming? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's why I'm talking. You'll notice I'm waiting a few seconds between each thing. That's because there's a 20-second delay on YouTube. So, okay. So we dropped it. We dropped it again in OBS, and then we can go check the actual stream itself. I'm sure it's okay. Come on. Oh my god. Seriously? Oh my god. Come on. I'm freezing on me. Helps if you actually apply everywhere. Okay. We're good. So I'm gonna close this. So I'll have this chat open. I'll occasionally look here and there, but not all the time. So what we're gonna do today, we're actually gonna get started on some work. So there's a few different accessibility tools I've been working on, and one of them is actually for Jacob because he has a hard time seeing. So with this other tool, I'll actually open it up and show you. We'll hit File, Open Folder. I believe it's on my projects folder. I'll have to look. It's in one or two places. I just have to look at it. Uh, so I go to Documents. Is it under here? No, that's not it. Hold on. I have things on multiple spots depending on what it is. So here it is. When I go ahead and hit select, I'll make sure it's actually still showing because I have to do window mode. Uh, let's see. Oh my god. It's gonna get really annoying. I can tell you that right now. So I'll have to get properties. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. There we go. So if you look here, what we're doing here, it's actually pretty straightforward. What this application does, I'm not going to start it right now, or it's going to kill a lot of things, but what it does is it's going to put a little big box right here that you can drag around. And whenever you drag it around and you triple click, it actually zooms in on that area. In order to end the zoom functionality, you right click twice. The reason I did it that way has more to do with to make things easy, right? Because if you're, well, kind of be polite, but if you are blind, the truth is, right? Like you're not wanting to hit another button because you're already having a hard enough time finding things as it is. So doing a tactile like that actually makes more sense. I don't know why this is here. It shouldn't be here. This is already somewhere else on the drive. But yeah. I'm not going to go through this. I don't care enough to. It's already only in one file because I was doing the planning phase yesterday when I was working on this. So I'm going to break it apart here in a little bit and break it into modules. So we'll go ahead and look here, right? So this, the camera eye feature, is what I'm calling them. So think of a modular in the sense of if you know anything about calamari, right, it's broken into modules. It's kind of like that. But what it does is that main.py actually reads out of this directory a bunch of the modules that are being built. It's just like any other piece of software. I mean, the Cinnamon desktop environment's built that way too. So, and then if you look here, this is to actually load those plugins itself. So it actually makes it pretty easy that way. Yeah, the more thing. But yeah, the point is, though, we're going to keep moving on today. Honestly, I don't quite remember where I was at yesterday. I should have left myself a note, but I'll have to figure that out. Because, like, I know whenever I was doing this part, it was basically a generic template, so that let's say if somebody wants to go to module, they'll see how to do it appropriately, and then they can just adapt it accordingly. Make it pretty easy. Yeah, like there's not enough really good assistive features on Linux. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if you agree with this, but I can tell you right now that I am okay with AI and using AI for things. So if you don't like that, I'm sorry ahead of time. Um, I don't have a problem with it because like I may be part of a smaller distro, right? But like we got to keep up with corporate somehow, and our goal is to try to do better than corporate did. So we're gonna go here. There's a lot of problems. Let's see. Well, I think I was in the middle of doing something. I need to roll this back to prior state. So, yeah, because I think I was in the middle of something whenever I had to step away yesterday. Um, I mean, yeah, it's all right. What I normally do, and I don't know why I didn't do this yesterday, is I usually have a folder over here called Docs, right? And by having Docs, it actually makes it where I can put it in the subdirectories. Let's say for modules. Uh, Does it not? Okay, there we go. And we'll do. Come on, man, that's a struggling today. Oh my god. Come on. New folder. These are for notes specifically. This is the way I do my workflow. Um, Give it a second. Normally it's not this slow. I think it's just because I'm trying to stream. Let's see. I know the resolution isn't very high. I'm sorry. I'm on my laptop right now, so keep that in mind. It's not gonna be perfect. Um, all right. Let's see. Come on. No, I don't want you to be open. I'll do. No. Oh, I don't want. They made us do this though. I forgot about that. Anyways, I just need this window open. So let me read over this. Make sure it's okay. Okay. Yeah, but like I said earlier, right? I mean, even on the metadata, we're putting down that it's for Jacob. I always thought it'd be kind of funny. I've been working on that. So you can see here, we're trying to add support for Wayland and X11. This is going to be fun because Wayland has a portal system, as everybody knows. Um, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to approach that yet. First, I want to try to get X11 working, as that's what Cinnamon uses, and that's the immediate problem. I know the Minute to Mint team, the people who maintain this as the desktop, are working on a Wayland session, and it's still pretty experimental. But I heard somewhere, read somewhere, I'm not really sure, but I heard somehow, somewhere recently that the next release are going to try to push for a Wayland push, like basically send it as a main session. So I'm a little concerned, meaning the major distribution release, not the next version of Cinnamon itself. But yeah, I don't know. Well, we're going to have to port that over somehow, or need to, or well, we'll figure it out. We always do. Let's see. I don't like that. I'm gonna go to two. Okay, this isn't acceptable. I have already learned and played with it a little bit already, so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna make notes as we go. I need. Oh my god, this is getting really irritating. I'm trying to keep up with this, but let me find it. Okay, so copy needs to be set to 1.2. Self full screen mode. This is going to be turned off because, okay, the reason why this feature that I was playing with, it doesn't work well. It's actually had a couple of problems, meaning, okay, whenever you do it, right, it actually does an overlay over the compositor, but that's the problem, is we can't do an overlay, right? Because it's not allowing for transparency because it doesn't actually have permissions to do transparency. So I don't like that this is the way I'm trying to do this, but I don't really know of a better way of doing it. I'm trying to just have it where it injects itself into Xorg and Wayland, but I don't. Again, I don't like that. I just don't know a better solution, right? Because I could go commit directly to them, but there's not really a point considering X is basically dead. Um, let's see. That's wrong again. Oh, there we go. Helps if you type it right. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. This is what I was talking about with the plugin system in particular. We're just going to disable the full screen functionality. Because what I was doing originally, what I was trying to do, and now that I think about it more twice, I don't think I'm going to do this. What I was going to do is have it where essentially it would have an overlay across the entire screen, but then it would be able to talk to the compositor and the desktop environment behind it, right? But the more I've tried to work with it, the more I've kind of realized it's not made to do that, and they purposely try to stop that type of thing, which I get because they're trying to stop malware, but yeah, I have very non-traditional ways of doing things, so let's see. Too high. Set this to 70. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. That's what we want. Uh, yeah, what we'll do here in a minute, I'm going to push this up to GitHub, and then we'll pull it down on a VM, and I'll show you how this works. It's actually pretty straightforward. Because again, I don't want to do it on the main machine here. I say have a couple of VM instances on the servers. If you hear any background noise, I'm so sorry. That's not the plan or the intent. I have a server running in here and in the other room, so it should be doing a good job on cutting out the noise, but I'm not exactly sure if it is or not. All right, let's see. Okay, that's fine for now. We'll change that later. Like color transformation, fine. I don't know how I feel about this. We're not doing this. Right, I'm trying to make it not have to do as much work because I'm not trying to hurt the GPUs in the process because, okay, this is already going to take a lot for a GPU to do because what it's doing is it's actually tracking your mouse wherever it goes on the screen and then it's doing it that way. Um, so it has to basically record the coordinates constantly and that takes a lot of resources. So let's see. And like the goal is to have this be able to work on pretty much any machine, not just high end or modern or mid tier. This should run on a machine that has 2 gigs of RAM, right? Like that's kind of the goal. Um, but it's going to take some work to get that there. All right, yeah, that's fine. We're going to send that in. Okay, let's go. Like, uh, we go. 1 second. No, no, that's right. Okay, yeah.